now rocking with the best. Debates get hot, boy, I am so many fresh. I talk cash money like I'm Birdman. Tackle topic straight on, no swerving. All facts is what I'm serving. No one's better or more deserving than me. I bring that heat like Miami on a whole nother level like I'm Otani. I prove points for helping you visualize, using data that's analyzed by eagle eyes. Get your mind right and act like you know. You are now tuned into the Real Untouchable podcast.
Hey, what it do, sports world, and welcome to the Real Untouchable podcast, man, with me, Ray Diggs. I got a great segment for you all. I want to talk about the Kansas Jayhawks, my Kansas Jayhawks, and why I feel like we have just hit rock bottom. What's going on at Kansas right now? I hate it. Right now, we're unranked. We just lost another game yesterday to the Texas Tech Red Raiders at Allen Fieldhouse, which a lot of people know that Kansas don't lose at Allen Fieldhouse. Okay, right now we're 19-10, 10-8 in conference. Will we miss the college basketball March Madness? I don't think we will, but we're gonna barely get in. Hey, before I get started, man, make sure y'all hit the like button, the subscribe button, and also the share button. And make sure y'all give me your feedback on what you all think. But right now, the Kansas Jayhawks, my Kansas Jayhawks, is unranked. We lost yesterday to Texas Tech, 78-73. It was a game in which we had a terrible first half. Then the second half, we kind of picked it up. KJ Adams had 21 points. Hunter Dickinson had 18. Zeke Mayo, 1 for 7, 5 points. I'll talk about Zeke Mayo a little bit more in a minute. Griffin, he had 11 points. DeJuan Harris, he's been having a terrible season. People talk about Zeke Mayo, but why y'all ain't talking about DeJuan Harris? I love DeJuan Harris. He's been with KU for 4 years now. I love him. He's a big KU dude. But if y'all gonna hold Zeke Mayo to a standard, I would feel like y'all should hold DeJuan Harris to a way higher standard than y'all hold Zeke Mayo to, because he been at KU. He's a 4-year starter. He's a 4-year player at KU. So if y'all gonna hold Zeke Mayo to a standard, I feel like y'all should hold DeJuan Harris to an even higher standard. Because guess what? This is Zeke Mayo's first year at KU. So of course, he was at a smaller school. Now he's at KU and he's playing on a big stage. So of course he's gonna struggle playing at Allen Fieldhouse. Think about it. This is his first year playing at Allen Fieldhouse. DeJuan Harris has played 4 years at Allen Fieldhouse, and we've lost this many games. Hunter Dickinson, y'all don't hold him accountable. Y'all want to hold a player that's been here for 1 season and not hold people that's been here like Hunter Dickinson that been here for 2 years. People like DeJuan Harris that been here for 4 years. So I feel like, and even the bench only gave us 12 points. And yeah, did Zeke Mayo have a terrible game? Yeah. But I want to talk about you all getting in this kid's inbox, threatening him. That's first of all, it's dangerous. Second of all, it's stupid. Third of all, it's unprofessional. And you're going to ruin your damn career because you mad because a player had a bad game. A college athlete have a bad game. Make it make sense. Now, did Zeke Mayo stink it up? Yeah, he stinked it up yesterday. 1 for 7, 0 for 5 for 3, 5 points. That maybe, that's a big reason why we lost. But in the end, it's a college athlete. He's a human being. He's a kid still. And everybody know how much I love KU. I'm not going to jump in somebody's inbox and be like, hey, I hope you die. I'm going to come and do this to you. Like, no, I'm not going to do all that. Even though I hate that we're losing. I hate that we're down this season. But in the end, everybody for KU has been, including Bill Self. Yes, I'm going to hold the head coach accountable as well. Bill Self has been horrible this season. This has been one of the worst seasons that I've seen him coach since he's been at KU. Yes, it is one of the worst seasons with Bill Self, head coach Bill Self. Yes, Hall of Fame head coach Bill Self. Yes, he's been horrible this year. So if we going to hold people accountable, It shouldn't be just Zeke Mayo. It should be all this entire team, especially Hunter Dickinson and DeJuan Harris and Bill Self. Not just Zeke Mayo. Now y'all sitting there, people sitting here, they want to bash Zeke Mayo. Yes, he's been horrible this season. But hell, this entire KU team has been horrible. Starting with Hunter Dickinson. I don't care about him averaging 17 points and 9 rebounds or whatever. It's 17, 10, or 9 empty calories. The only player that's been consistent, honestly, ain't none of these players been consistent. None of these players, none of this season has been consistent. So they all is a reason why this KU team is 19 and 10, 10 and 8 in conference. And as Houston has just clinched another Big 12 championship in their second year in the Big 12, and they've basically won the Big 12 twice already. Now, and that's who we play next. We play Houston at Houston, then we play at KU for we play at KU against Arizona. Now, these last two games could be critical. Do we beat Houston? I don't know. With how we've been playing, I would probably say no. Even though I still have a little bit of faith. I feel like we can beat anybody, but we've been playing horrible. And to start the season, man, think about it. We beat North Carolina, who was ranked number 9 at the time. We beat Duke, who was ranked number 11 at the time. Okay? We lost against Creighton, but at the beginning of the season, we started the season off, and we was beating teams like we was beating top-rated teams. We lost against Houston at Kansas, but y'all got to think about it. In that game, we was up big. We was actually up in the second half. We should have won that last Houston game. But y'all want to say that it's Zeke Mayo is the problem. No, it's not. And like I said, y'all want to say that Zeke Mayo is the problem. No, he's not. Zeke Mayo is far away from being the entire problem with what's going on with the KU basketball. We got way bigger issues than that. We got head coaching issues. We got head coaching issues, and we got player issues, which seniors Hunter Dickinson and DeJuan Harris. They are a bigger problem than I think Zeke Mayo is, to be honest with you. And I'm not sitting here I'm not sitting here protecting Zeke Mayo, but I think that it's wrong what these people are doing to him. Like, this is the second or third time this season that I've seen where they just went out and just bashed this dude for no reason. He's a homegrown kid. He's from Lawrence, Kansas, and he's averaging 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists this year. Have he had some bad games? Yes, he has. His last 2 games he's had bad. Against Texas Tech, he had 5 points. Against Colorado in a win, he had 4 points. But against Oklahoma State, he had 15. Against Utah, he had 15. Against BYU, he only had 6. But I mean, when you look back at this season, think about this. Let's talk about DeJuan Harris. Okay, he had 6 against Texas Tech yesterday. Okay, he had 4 against Colorado. Yeah, he had 14 against Oklahoma State. He had 2 against BYU. 2 against BYU. So I feel like if y'all want to hold somebody accountable, and let's go back to the entire season. He scored over 15 points 2 times. Well, 3 times he scored over 15 points. Well, 12 times this season that he scored in single digits. And we're talking about Zeke Mayo, a player that came from Wichita, came here to Kansas. And he's averaging 16 points. He's averaging 14 points a game, which is more than DeJuan Harris. He's averaging 2 less assists than DeJuan Harris is. So, and then he's shooting 43% from the field. Let's see what DeJuan Harris is averaging from the field. He's shooting 44%. on less shots. Okay, let's talk about Griffin. Griffin, who came over, he's averaging 7 points per game. Let's talk about the other transfer who came in, AJ Starr, who came from, I think, Wisconsin. He's averaging 6 points per game. So it's a lot to go around, dude. Y'all sitting there trying to blame one player, and I'm not gonna let you do that. I guess I guess KJ Adams is having a pretty good season. But when we look at Hunter Dickinson, he's averaging 17-9. But let's look back. When we look back at him, yeah, he's had some games where he disappeared. Like against BYU in the loss, 12 points. Against Utah in the loss, 12 points. So it's a lot of games that he's had where he's had against Iowa State early in the year. Against Iowa State early in the year, he was 3 for 10, 6 points. Against Creighton early in the year, he had 6 points, 8 rebounds. So it's enough blame to go around, including the head coach. So let's not just act like it's one player, which is Zeke Mayo, and I think that's what y'all are doing. That's what a lot of KU fans are doing. They're using him as a scapegoat, and I'm not going to let y'all do that. I'm not going to let the KU fans, my fans, think that they can just put it on one player, which is Zeke Mayo. No, it's enough. Trust me, it is enough to go around. It is enough bad play, bad coaching to go around. Bill Self should be held accountable. So for everybody that sit here talking about Zeke Mayo, Zeke Mayo, that's what he went 1 for 7. Cool. 0 for 5 from 3. Cool. Bill Self, horrible coaching. Just like horrible coaching against Houston the last time we played against them. Missed free throws, bad games. Let's talk about let's go to the shot chart. We was 11-16, so we lost the game by 5 points and we missed 5 free throws. We out-rebounded them by 10. So let's be real. It's enough blame to go around. We had 10 turnovers, 2 more than them. Okay, so when you shoot 68% from the free throw line, you're probably gonna lose the game. We lost by 5. We missed 5 free throws. We hit those 5 free throws. Guess what? It's a tie game. We're going overtime. Then also, they shot 15. They hit 15 3-pointers. We shot 4. We hit 4. 4 for 18. We shot 22% from 3. That's what we thought the transfers that was coming in. We thought they was going to give us 3-point shoot, which they haven't given us. We've been horrible from 3. I never thought in a million years that I would see a day that the KU Kansas Jayhawks, Rock Chalk Nation, we're 19-10, and out of those 10 losses, 8 of them is in conference. We lost against Texas Tech, and they take nothing against Texas Tech, but they ain't KU. But it's enough blame to go around. So I feel like the fans, they owe an apology to Zeke Mayo. I don't think he deserved that. I don't think he deserved to be bashed the way they bashed him online. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Let me know what y'all think about the KU Jayhawks. Where do this team go from here? We got Houston coming up, and then we got Arizona. What's going to happen next? Do y'all think that we missed the tournament? My homeboy said he thinks that they're going to miss. He a KU fan as well. He said he feel like we're going to miss the tournament this year. Now, I told him, calm down, pump your brake, slow your roll. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we'll miss the tournament, but I do think we're going to get in. It'll probably be 8 to 10 seed. That's just my opinion. Because just looking at the way the standing set up in the Big 12, it's deep. Especially if we get to the Big 12 tournament, we lose in the first round. Now, if we get to the Big 12 tournament and we lose in the first round, I'm worried now. I'm worried. But depending on how we finish these last 2 games, if we can mess around and go to Houston and somehow win that game and then come back home and beat Arizona and we end the season 21-10, I know for a fact that we will most likely be in the NCAA tournament. I just don't know if we're going to be, 8 seed, 10 seed. But if we can win those 2 games and maybe win 1 game in the NCAA tournament, in the Big 12 tournament, I think that we can possibly get down to like a 5 or 6 seed. But y'all let me know what y'all think about the KU Jayhawks. Who's to blame for this entire thing that's going on at KU? Is it Bill Self? Is it the players? Who is it? But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Until next time, y'all have a great, great, great Sunday evening. But I will be coming back at y'all again. We about to go ahead and talk about the Tank Davis situation. Oh man, this right here about to be crazy. And why? Who was the biggest winner in Tank draw last night? Make sure y'all tune into the podcast, man. I'm about to go ahead and come right back, and we're about to talk about this boxing match. Make sure y'all come back. Peace.